Oh no, these little bastards are repairing each other. No! Hello everyone who refuses to let annoying space cheese get you down. I am BorderWise and welcome back to From the Depths. The Pale Fleet fights itself. This is a silly tournament full of silly vehicles, most of which are over-specialized and thus get slaughtered by anything outside their speciality. However, this is the final round. I've decided. Come what may, we're going to see the end of this. So, we don't have that many fights to do. We've got a bunch of eliminations from the tournament already. R.I.P. Snowman Gary. And first fight in bracket 2 of the losers bracket is the Comet Space Bomber versus the Frostdrake Light Airship. This is not a good matchup for the Frostdrake because it cannot aim straight up. This might be one where I just kind of fast forward or like skip over. Because I don't think the Frostdrakes are going to be able to fight back. And yes, that is plural. It is 2 Frostdrakes versus 1 Comet. My hope is that well, no, they won't be able to hit it anyway because it'll be at too great a distance. Anyway, let's see how badly this goes for the Frostdrakes. This could take a hot second. Alright. So as you can see, having AA mantlets slung underneath you, bad idea. However, the Frostdrake does have a spinny missile decoy, and well, the Comet also has a laser. So this could take a damn lot. Actually, there's a reasonably strong laser. Alright. Oh. This is like what the Winter Beam does, but worse. Oh dear. Okay then, so yeah, looks like at first glance. Yep, at first glance, it looks like the Comet is going to be able to do that thing that Space Cheese does oh so well, which is just, oh wow, oh nope, this Frostdrake. Alright, so I thought this was going to take a long time. I forgot that the Comet does actually have a decent amount of fire. That was a bad place to launch an interceptor, my goodness. Let's see here, is this thing getting lasered? Yes, it is. The Comet's actually quite nasty, like what banished it down here? Oh, right. Yeah, the microcrystal banished it down here. If the frickin'... what would be able to deal with this? Like, I think the Avalanche would be able to shoot down the Comet fairly easily because it has lasers that aim straight up, and the Comet does not have good laser defense. But, yeah, like, I wonder if it'll end up being the Icicle versus the Avalanche. I'm looking at what's here. I'm making predictions. The Avalanche is almost certainly going to beat the Snowboarder, and yeah, the Icicle might tear it to pieces, though, although the Icicle is notably weak to APS spam, because she's made out of alloy and wood, and she does have some slopes in her, but, like, I'm just thinking out loud now. Alright, let's see here. Are those missiles going to do anything? They actually are going to do something, I think. Yep! Oh, dear. And there goes that. Yep, that's AI dead. Alright, here I thought, like, you know what? This is horribly one-sided, but I am enjoying the carnage. As much as I like the Frostdrake, it very clearly has a problem with anything that can fly higher than it. I do like how she looks, though. Really do want to make that... That is a deck gun, isn't it? That is a deck gun. What the hell's wrong with me? What am I doing making deck guns? Wait, is it a deck gun? It isn't a deck gun. I'm silly. I am a silly Billy. Alright, let's see how long this one lasts. This is where the fight is probably going to get sped up a little bit. Actually, no, I don't need to, because those missiles are going to hit the target. They're going to hit the target. Wait, not... Yep, and they just shot off. The one... That's a major weakness of the Frostdrake. Cool as it looks, as realistic as it looks, I guess. Yeah, nah, like, one propeller on a little spin block isn't gonna... is not gonna do it, mate. It's not gonna do it at all. Alright, do I... No, I'm not gonna do that. Like, you gotta see the whole spreadsheet, you know? You gotta see the spreadsheet shuffle. Wow, how's this thing not AI deaded yet? The Comet is one of those things. Honestly, the only real problem with the Comet is those stupid steam jets that burn too much money. Apart from that, she, like, seems to do quite well. I might make a version of the Comet, or, like, another space bomber, Probably not, though, because it just occurred to me no one likes to see space cheese. Like, general rule. Like, learn from my mistakes. If you're going to make FTD content, for the love of everything, have enough firepower in your craft so that, you know, the fights are exciting or at the very least short, and don't do underwhelming space cheese. It's bad. Alright, so... Alright, you big bully, where are you? Let's look at you so we can look at you accusingly. So, the comet is, probably gonna bully its way, through the losers bracket. It ended up, Alright, now I remember why the comet was in bracket 2. It's because it was an odd number in the losers bracket. Got it! I remember now. Anyway, let's do spreadsheety stuff. Alright, so the Frost Drake has been eliminated. Goodbye. Comet moves on to bracket 3. Alright, so now we've got the Snowboarder versus the Avalanche, and I think both the Snowboarder and the Avalanche actually have a decent chance of killing the Comet. So hopefully the Comet does not make it any further. It is my crying shame, and it's also my crying shame that it's doing as well as it has been. Okie dokie, pig and a pokey. Nothing makes you appreciate how overcosted something is by spawning in a smaller vehicle of a similar design. It's 18 snowboarders against 1 avalanche, and I fumbled the pause button, which is why the avalanche has already opened fire. I don't know who's going to win this. I think the snowboarders might go down really quickly, but also the avalanche is a big, chunky, flabby thing, and... What am I saying? No, I think the Avalanche is going to win quite handily. So, I don't know. Let's see how well she do. Yep, no, she doing good. Yep, no, that one snowboarder is like, yep, that one snowboarder is dying horribly. Also, knowing these idiots, they're probably going to, yep, oh god. They're probably going to collide with each other a lot. This is less laggy than the frickin', whatchamacallit. Also, yeah, the lambs on the Avalanche is not great. However, it is good enough to deal with swarms of small missiles. The snowboarders have already basically... That isn't as much damage as I thought it would be. The Avalanche has also managed to take some damage. At least some. Yep. Yeah, this is why having completely unarmored fighters is not a good idea. Sending fightery thing against laser thingy. Not the best idea, no. Although I have seen the snowboarders manage to tank lasercraft before. It's it's weird. It's inconsistent. Sometimes they die instantly. Sometimes they just sometimes they're like, how's it? And they just walk it off. Walk it off, champ. Right, currently the Avalanche is winning. Generally speaking, avalanches do beat snowboarders in real life. You might be a confident snowboarder and think that you can outrun an avalanche. You can't. You can't. There's rules about that. I'm trying to remember, did I put a shield protector on this guy? I did not. Yep, that appears to be... That thing's gonna be AI dead very, very soon. No, it isn't. It's out of sheer spite hanging in there. Also, there's been so many times in this tournament where you just have, a swarm of planes against a ship. This is the example of how to win that fight if you're rooting for the ship. Have big laser. Yeah, I think the Avalanche is going to go up against the Comet, and it's going to rock its socks, or at least I hope it is. Oh, I thought that fell off the Avalanche for a second. Nope, that fell off the snowboarder. We've got a whole bunch of snowboarders damaged. I nearly said injured. That's weird. It's a machine. And one of them is already dead. So there is that. That one Lambs is being very busy at the moment. Zap. That laser is quite underwhelming. Honestly, could do better. Should do better. Did have done better. Multiple times, in fact. Whee! Again, I was kind of expecting the snowboarders to die faster, though. This shows what I know. I forgot they've got heavy armor poles in there. That explains a lot. Explains why they're not dying immediately. Although this one basically is dying immediately. This one's in space. This one's in space. This one is going to go to space too. Space is also known as the afterlife. Did you know that when you die, you go to space? Well, you basically eventually turn to dust. You turn to space dust, which is what we are all made of. We are all created from the ashes of dying stars. That is not 100% true. Ash is something specific, but you get the point. I wasn't expecting to get Le Poetical on this tournament, and I wasn't expecting to turn French either. Like, comment, and subscribe if you spontaneously turn French. See your doctor today if you spontaneously turn French. If you are French, or French Canadian, or New Caledonian, you do not need to see your doctor. You need to go to your local cafe and have a baguette. I'm not a huge fan of baguettes, honestly. Like, I know I've already pissed off the whole of France by doing a bad French accent, and I'm gonna do it some more. But actually, no, I do like a baguette. I like a banh mi, which is like a Vietnamese baguette sandwich type thing. That's good. Oh no, now I want one. Oh no, I made myself hungry. Oh no! I made myself hungry live on the internet. Live on the internet. The Avalanche has not even lost 1% health. That's awkward. Although, it looks like the lambs is disabled. So all those little swarms of little what do you call it? Little missiles. I forgot the word missile for a second. That was embarrassing. I wonder if my lasers are Bernie. Are my lasers Bernie Sanders? They better be Bernie Sanders. They got burning to do. They've got a whole snowboarder squadron to set fire to. Like that, actually. Yes. The critical weakness of the snowboarder. Laser. Big laser. How is the Avalanche doing? Avalanche is doing okay. Except that now, yeah, no, the snowboarders are definitely not going to be able to do enough damage. They're not going to be able to do enough damage fast enough. Mate, this one's already dead. You probably don't need to shoot it. Alright, you're just finishing the job, I guess. Yep. Yep. He's dead! He's dead! Let him swim in peace. Let him enjoy his final swim. Oh, hello. Oh, wow. Has that laser been disabled? Oh. I think it might have been. Hello. Or has it? I can't tell. How has it been disabled? Oh, maybe the laser combiners themselves got taken out at some point? Well, that's awkward. One less laser. Alright, so the snowboarders have about, just under 7 minutes to drop the Avalanche below, what do we go? I guess, yeah, this kind of like heat spam, because I believe a lot of those shells are AP heat. That does have an annoying tendency of like sneaking in where it doesn't belong. It's like, it's very unlikely that it hits something critical, but if you spam enough shells, well, crit seeking is the term apparently, and apparently like a lot of my craft do that. That's what you do with kinetic spam. You hope that it hits something important. This has slowed right the hell down. The snowboarders might actually win. Saying that, this one just flopped into the ocean. Block confetti. Delicious block confetti. No, the pilot's dead. Not that that ever stopped a snowboarder. You try and stop a snowboarder pilot from being a crazy person? That just won't do. I'm really curious to see how this got disabled. That's probably worth checking. Let's see here. If we're here... Is the combiner... I think the combiner got taken. No, it didn't. Interesting! I don't know what's happening there. How fascinating. You might want to focus down the snowboarders that are alive, mate. And yeah, the health loss on the Avalanche. That was another stupid weakness. This lamb stick. Did the transceiver get taken out? No. Yes. No. Yes. Yes, it did. Remember to put spaced armor around your laser transceivers if they're anywhere that they can get shot at. And this is the problem with being a wide fella who drives towards the enemy. Alright, how many snowboarders are left? There goes one. There it goes indeed. Okay, then we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? 12 snowboarders. Soon to be a lot less by the looks of it. See? Sometimes, like, if the Bismarck had lasers, she wouldn't have been sunk. Although that being said, the Avalanche has taken a fair amount of damage. She's more than had the paint scratched. I think, like, the snowboarders are trying to do U-turns, but I think half the time they're getting in their own way. They're trying to avoid colliding with each other. Whee! So how's your From the Depths going? Is it going good? Are you feeding it regularly? Are you taking it walkies? Remember to take your copy of From the Depths for a walk, otherwise it'll get anxious and chew the walls. Am I confusing From the Depths with the dog? Nah. Well, no. I know what I'm doing. You know, having a dog takes thousands of hours of your life. It's a very steep learning curve playing a dog. Wait a minute. Well, it really helps that there's a lot of online tutorials, a lot of them made by me for how to take care of your dog. Wait a minute! I've never done a dog grooming tutorial! I would have remembered that! Honestly, the way I'm going with my life right now, like, my guide would literally be, don't get a dog. Like, that's mean. Dogs are cool. Let me know in the comments if you're more of a dog person or a cat person. You are allowed to be both. Some people say you cannot be both. Those people are wrong. Come on now. Let's see. All you have to do is snipe all the detection on here, and you'll be all good. I do like incendiary, like kinetic missiles. Like infrared, because they just, you know, it's a nice convenient way of ensuring they all hit the same spot repeatedly. It's very nice indeed. Are you reversing? Yes, you are. Oh wow, look at this. And that's going to set the ammo compartment on fire. Yeah, it is indeed. They better hurry up though. They better hurry that curry. They better hurry that snowboard curry. What are you doing? What you doing, sir? Sir and or madam? Sir and madam, Saddam. Wait, no, it's a political joke. No, although at this point I think it's a historical joke. Oh dear. That went to a dark place very, very quickly, and I do apologize. I genuinely do apologize for that. Right, let's see here, what is happening? Nope, that laser's not disabled. Oh, I think the fail-safe on that second laser, like, if the combiners aren't broken, I think the bloody fail-safe is, like, being stupid. Which is annoying. Also, I think this thing is trying to do terrain avoidance. Thankfully, it's got rubber on the bottom. This craft is technically amphibious. That is one of the things I learned when making the Avalanche, so it wasn't a total waste, is that, yeah, props only have collision, like where the blocks are placed. If you just have them horizontal, they can, like, clip through terrain with absolutely no issues, or at least visually clip. Some people might not like that. I personally think it's great. That's one of the reasons... main reasons... By the way, in case anyone's wondering why I tend to do, like, use custom props rather than, like, Steam props or stuff like that, it's because I found out the hard way, like, the From the Depths AI is kind of dumb, even in this day and age. It's not good at terrain avoidance, so it really helps if your ship runs aground, if it can get itself off the land, at the very least. And some people say you should just stick wheels on your ship. That is hideous and ugly, and no one actually wants to do that. And no one colloquially. Some people clearly do that, as I just said. That laser is really not doing that much damage, unless it is doing damage and I just was... Nope, never mind, it's doing a hell of a lot of damage. It is in fact burning things to pieces. Whee! Are bullets happening? What is happening? Right, so the biggest problem here is that damaged snowboarders tend to waste everyone's time a little bit by circling very slowly at a distance. Purple laser, purple laser, purple laser. Yep, this one is having a bad day. This one is having a bad day. I was frozen today, and then I wasn't. The avalanche actually has taken a fair amount of damage. Like I said, a sign of her inefficiency. A better designed craft would have killed the snowboarders a lot quicker. Maybe if I had 1Q lasers instead of continuous lasers, that would have worked. How's our frames? Frames are not bad, but we're in degraded mode anyway, because we can't have nice things. We're simply not allowed to have nice things. This is also like really showing off how inefficient those self-contained lasers are. They are taking a long time to do anything. Whee! Oh no! Collision? No collision. Yes collision! No collision. Yes collision! No collision. Help! I'm stuck in a loop. Stuck in a loop! Somebody smack me upside the head so I can function again. And 2 damage. Alright, so the snowboarders can't win this, like, at all. But, so this is the point where I'm going to speed up the video a little bit. And we're just going to see, what happens later. Time! I'm definitely not eating a slice of bread as emergency rations. Well, the Avalanche won that quite handily. Bloody hell, it's carnage up here. Ooh, wow. Wow. Ow, Yoshi noises. Laser. Okay. Spreadsheet time. Snowboarder has been eliminated from the tournament. The Avalanche is going on to face the Comet. Alright, and now we've got the Hailstone versus the Icewind. This one's going to be silly, probably. My money is on the Icewind, but you never knew. You never knew indeed. So let's find out, darn it. Yes. Yes! The classic Bomber versus Bomber matchup. I don't know what's going to happen here. I think the Icewind might just get lucky 3 times in a row and kill them. I don't know. Let's see what happens. My money's on the Icewind because it is less terrible. So first things first. The Hailstones missiles are going to miss horribly. And the Ice Wind's missiles, are they fast enough to catch these guys? I think they might be. They might be. Missiles do suffer a penalty to move. Oh dear, they're not. Oh no. Well, I'm gonna give this approximately 2 minutes before I call this one a draw and see who spent the most money. So far, it's pretty even. Is any of these going to... Yep, nope, this is one of those fights where it's like, neither one can do it. Neither one can do the trick. And so multiple people suggested that for draws, I should just say, like, whoever spent the most materials is the one who lost, which is a great idea, and I'm sorry I didn't think about it. Alright, I'm going to give this 1 more minute. I probably shouldn't even give it 1 more minute, because, yeah, no, these things literally cannot fight each other at all. They are having so, like, yeah, no, they're both effectively missile-proof for the missile type that each one is using. Oh dear. Well, I'm going to give this another 30 seconds. I would give it 5 minutes, but I'm impatient, so yeah. What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? What you gonna do? Oh, wait. Nope, that wasn't a block falling off. That was something else. Yeah, no, these guys literally cannot fight each other, and this is the loser bracket. We don't want to deal with this shiz. Yeah, it's been 2 minutes, and the hailstones are going to run out of material first, by the looks of it. So yeah, I'm gonna give this one to the Icewind, purely because it's like, right, and technically I shouldn't change the rules of the tournament as we're doing it. This tournament is already scuffed as hell, and should I be consistent? I need to decide this on the fly. Ooh. Well, who's going to be fighting what? Hailstone is going to be... Okay, so no, for this tournament I'll be consistent. Like, thank you for the people who pointed that out. But this is a lead draw. So, what we're going to do is... Draw is going to be like this, yellow. Shouldn't have done that. So, the hailstone will go here. The Icewind will go here. This is a draw. And they're just going to have to fight whoever fights next. So the Icewind can go over there for now. Right, so I'm doing this just to be consistent because that's what I did over here. And changing the rules of a tournament halfway through is just not a good idea. It does not sit well with me. Like, this is scuffed enough as it is. We don't want it any more scuffed. So, we're just going to carry on from there. So next is Frost versus Ice. Oh, the poor Frost. The poor, poor Frost. Yep, nope, these guys cannot damage each other still. Moving on. Okay, we have the tiniest ship versus the most actually useful ship in the Pale Fleet against each other. 9 Frosts versus 1 Icicle. It just occurred to me I could have like lined up the Frost better, but here we go anyway. Whee! So I think the Frosts are going to get slaughtered. Because the Icicle actually has some pretty decent missile defense. It has a spinny thing on top, it has Sea-Whiz, it has interceptors, yeah. Not going to go well for the Frosts, not going to go well at all, not going to go well at all, and this they say, for instance, EMP, the Sea-Whiz. Yep, okay, maybe the Icicle will... Never mind. I was about to say that, and then it's like this thing just got mauled and is somehow still driving. Although you never know, the Frosts aren't going to do anything. Well, like, what am I talking about? You better hurry your curry, Mr. Icicle. Yep, there goes an ammo compartment. The ammo department, as I like to call it. And as this fight spreads out, yep, looks like the Frosts are going to die horribly. Although they've already done better than I expected. They managed to knock out this turret. EMP spam for the win. That looked important, whatever it was. Ah, that was the engine. Generally an important part of the ship. Whee! Okay, then. Icicle is doing what Icicle does best. She does have a long and storied career of, like, killing, like, a whole bunch of ships smaller than her, which is, like, I guess storied career is not the phrase I'd use. Where is the AI compartment on the... Oh, we found it. Nope, we didn't find it. Where the hell's the AI? Oh, right, this thing has more than one AI. I forgot. For such a small craft, and it is quite small, well, decently small, over 1,000 blocks, some people might say that's not small. Meh. That can be small. The Frost can be small if she wants. Is it going to take out the mainframe that's in the nose? I don't know. This Frost is flying. The Frost does this sometimes. She's an eccentric little boat. Sometimes she do a fly. Sometimes she does a very convincing airship impersonation. This one is definitely going to die. Like, okay, that's going to be problematic for the Icicle. Although she is... No, never mind. The Frost has, like, literally the thinnest armor of any functional combat ship I've ever made. It's literally 2 meters of wood. With just a little bit of extra alloy and stone around, like, the really important bits. So, yeah. Yeah, no, she's not going to be... Like, the Icicle is going to tear her to pieces. She's already doing that a lot. Yep, and if you're only armed with missiles and you're facing something that is quite missile-proof, how are you not dead yet? The Frost is just a sponge. It's just a spongy friend. Well, unless you're shooting at her, in which case she's a spongy enemy. Oh, the Icicle has taken a fair amount of damage, actually. It's like, was not expecting this. Is it going to be a repeat of the Frost versus the Hailstone? Hailstone... No, the Hailstone... Did the Hailstone ever fight... Nope, Yes, the Frost did fight the Hailstone and won. How about that? It's going to be the rematch of the century. This is the problem with having a large amount of your DPS also be Seawiz, because it can get distracted. Whoopsie daisy, locked onto the spinny thing. Uh-oh. Engine's taken out. I taken out. Blinded by the light. Alright, there's a lot of... the Frosts are spreading out a lot. And all their fire is coming from one direction. Not to be confused with the band. That's different. Also, the main gun on the Icicle is a, like... What is it? It's a bow frag. It's designed to poke holes in heavy armor given enough time. And, yeah, you'll be happy to know that is not what the newest version of the Blind Guardian, which is basically just a reskinned Icicle, that you'll be happy to know. That's not what she's using. She's using AP frag as the FTD gods intended. Because so bow frag is a bit of a meme shell. It can be good, but also it's not optimal. It really isn't. You might as well go pure Sabot, or AP frag, or just something. That was a lot of block confetti. My goodness. Okay, then. The Icicle has about 5 minutes to maintain her lead. I think she's going to be... None of the Frost... Okay, one of the Frosts has despawned. One of them. Exactly. This is the problem with having a main gun that's... I'm always tempted to... You know what I should do? Just for giggles, I should make a ship that literally only uses, like, hollow point HE. That would be a silly shell. That's not a shell you see very often for good reason. It's just not very good. In theory, it's good. In practice, it really helps to bypass armor, not try and chunk it. Wee. Dumpty 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 doo. Lots of things are getting shot. How many missiles has the Icicle shot down? That's one of her main strengths, is that she's good at dealing with missiles. Whee! And that's one less missile thingy being flung at her. My goodness. Oh dear. Sometimes the Sea Whiz gets distracted. And that's one more Frost being despawned though, which is very nice because it means that the Icicle will frickin' win. I think the odds of the Frost winning are dropping rapidly, second by second. Although saying that, they are still landing shots. Really should put frag missiles on them, not whatever they have right now, which is HE. I think it's EMP and HE, not EMP. Yeah, EMP and HE on different missiles. Apparently that's the meta. Apparently that's what you're supposed to do. Mixed payloads, bad idea. Uh-oh. Problem with belt feeders, they do need to reload. Alright, then how many Frosts are left? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Frosts are left, which makes sense, because 2 of them are dead, and there were 9 of them to begin with. This one's also flying. Oh no, careful now. Don't crash into your friend. Oh right, they're also repairing each other slightly, because repair tentacles. People might hate that. But it's okay, because some people might love it. Alright. If the Icicle doesn't take any more damage within the next minute or so, I'm probably going to call it right there, or at the very least fast forward. Because the Frosts have fought valiantly. But I think... whoop, nope, they're landing damage. They are landing les shots. Shots. Everybody! Okay. Alright, okay. Poor Frosts. Man, this is one of the most canoe-like canoes I've ever made. Very new player style of build, honestly. It's just something that has hopelessly inadequate armor and is armed with missiles, and has a really quickly improvised like laser system in the front. I remember I did that in a campaign, I think. I think I did that on a live stream. It just rapidly like duct taped a laser onto it to make it be able to deal with death spiraling planes. Did you just rip this Frost in half? Nope, but it was very close, wasn't it? My goodness. Yep, well, nope, you sawed its butt off. My goodness, the Frost is fun to shoot at because it's so squishy that it's quite easy to rip it in half. Like that, for instance. Wow, I timed that well, didn't I? Right, missiles coming from all sides. Well, the Icicle has actually taken a fair beating, like, below 90% health. Apart from the things that have actually beaten the... No, that's happened before. Fighting the Winter Beam, that actually happened. I remember that. The Icicle was dropped below 90% health. She was dropped to about 87% or something. I'm recording this on the same day as the other one, not to spoil how the sausage is made, but, like, I wanted to see what happens. I'm a curious person. The Icicle has actually lost a fair amount of her propulsion, now that I'm looking at it. Also, the main gun on the Icicle tends to miss a lot, and that ticks me off. Something amazing. Like, it tees me off. Man, I now want to build more canoes. Seeing canoes has made me want to build more. I can. Wahahaha. Science. Oh, there's only 10 seconds left on the clock. I was enjoying watching the Frost get shot at so much I completely forgot about the time. Oh, what a time. Oh, what a time. Yep, there we go. Well, so the Icicle won that one. I wasn't surprised. I was impressed how long the Frosts lasted, and how much damage they actually managed to do, because they were, like, really not supposed to fight anything like the Icicle. Like, literally never. Alright, so you are eliminated from the tournament, and you get to go fight the Hailstone, and the Icewind is over there in bracket 4. And hopefully there's no repeat of last time. Actually, the Icewind is going to need to go into bracket 5, isn't it? Ooh dear. No, we'll do it like that. Okay. Next is the Comet versus the Avalanche. I don't know who's going to win this one. I hope it's the Avalanche, because I'm sick and tired of the Comet. Sick and tired of it flying through space, all Comet-like. Alrighty, bad news for the Avalanche. It is fighting 9 Comets, because the Avalanche is so big and fat and expensive. Let's see if its missile defense is good enough against what the Comet does. And let's see if its lasers are good enough to kill Comets very quickly. It's kind of doing it, but also kind of not nope, it's doing it. Oh, it's doing it. Oh, lordy. Alright, let's see what's happening with all the missiles. Huge interceptor swarm intercepting a lot of missiles. Will it be enough, though? Will it be enough? Will it be enough? Whoops. Sorry, went for a swim. Uh-oh. It's not enough. It's not enough. Ah! Yep, the Avalanche. Ooh, dear. Ooh, it's a lot of missiles. That is a lot of missiles. Alright, so initial pass. Avalanche copped that, but hopefully as the fight goes on, this Comet got rocked, I have to say. Alright, hopefully. Alright, now they're confused and maybe they'll collide with each other or something, I don't know. Let's see how well this does. If they don't drop their missiles all at once, we should be good. And it looks like the laser survived. Okay, I'm holding out hope. Yep, this is evening up. This is evening up quite nicely. Oh, might not even need to. Okay, good. Lasers are going brrrr. Fun fact, things in space burn in front of it. Whoa! Collision! Collision. Where is the entire rest of the Space Force? There they are. Okay, so the fact that the comets are getting confused and are like wimble-wombling around the place is helping the Avalanche quite nicely. Laser says, oh hey, wooden spacecraft. That's adorable. You know what would be really cool? If I burned your wooden spacecraft in space. I don't need oxygen to set you on fire. I don't need oxygen to burn ya. Okay, it is quite satisfying to watch the comets get their comeuppance. Alright, hopefully that's all the damage that the Avalanche takes. Oh dear, that rear laser is looking a little sketchy. Looking a little sketchy. Yep, some of the missiles are getting through. That one's getting through. Whoop, never mind, no it didn't. Diff said, Siwa said hello. Okay, cool. I do remember at one point in its development... Uh-oh, that rear laser looks like it's, Yep, it looks like the fail-safe nonsense is happening again. Oh boy. I'm trying to remember if these are like Bernie lasers on the... What is that thing? The wavefront adjuster? That block that lets lasers do more fire damage? I don't remember if the Avalanche has that. Uh-oh. What is happening here? This is the second time I've seen this. Not that it matters. Nope, it's not disabled. Very much not disabled, it's just not firing. It must be the failsafe. Whoops. Whoopsie daisy. Alright, so the Avalanche just needs to maintain this lead for another 8 minutes. Can it do that, is the question. If the comets are still silly, and managing to... Uh-oh. It might not manage that. It's only got the one laser turret. Although... every time a comet flies straight over the top of it, the laser says, like, how's it? How are you going? How's your father? A lot of them are just kind of fumbling around over there. Is that guy even moving? Okay, he is. Kind of. Alright, we believe in you, Avalanche. You were a failed ship. But you can still redeem yourself. You can still be cool. That is a lot of block confetti, my goodness. Yep. Laser says how's it, and guns say how it. Aha! Whenever one of the damaged comets flies over the top, because it's not dropping missiles, it means the secondary guns on the Avalanche are just like, yep, yum yum yum, gimme gimme gimme. Yummy yummy yummy, I got things in my tummy and I feel like nothing else. Dare I go get bread while this fight happens? Am I checked out enough to do that? I don't think so. I think we deserve me here looking at things, not eating bread like some kind of bread-eating person. So what's your favorite bread? I personally do like, what do I like? What kind of bread do I like? Do I dare think about bread when I am hungry? I can't think of one. I just like bread in general. I do like a pretzel, like a big soft pretzel. That's very, very nice. I don't remember if it was this recording or the last one I was going on about, like, you know, I was going on about pretzels. I think I've got pretzels on the brain. I might need to go find some pretzels for my mental health and my tummy. My tummy would like pretzel. Pretzels are very unhealthy because it's literally just salty bread. It is bread that has been assaulted. Somebody call the police. How are we doing here? As you can see, main gun is not doing great. Alright. Alright, just over 6 minutes of maintaining your lead, Avalanche. You can do it. You can do it. We believe in you. We absolutely believe in you. You can prove that even a crap ship can shoot space planes down. What's happening up here? Are you missing a lot? Looks like you're missing a lot. Looks like you're Sir Miss-a-Lot right now. And that simply will not do. Yeah, the comet is smoked, by the way. It does have some laser resistance. Oh, hello. This is one of the things that is slightly slower. Or at least it could be. Whee! Come on, maintain yon lead, Avalanche. We believe in you. We believe in you. Interesting thing with space bombers, they do tend to destroy things from the rear. Oh, hello. You've fallen out of the sky, you silly Billy. Oh, if you just... Woo. Oh, no. Oh, no. Nope. Okay, no, we're good. Oh, no. Is laser bad? Is laser damaged? Is failsafe being stupid? Failsafe might be stupid. Although, if this thing... No way this thing's gonna get 80% health and sinking. Damn thing is made entirely out of alloy and wood. Oh no! The lasers! They are distracted! Okay, that laser's still working. Barely? I hear something burning. It's probably the thing that's on fire. Okay, come on. You have another 5 minutes. You can maintain your lead. She's not going to maintain her lead. Lasers are damaged. Guns are damaged. The chip damaged. No! We're going to have friggin' repeat matches. No! Wait, no! That laser's still... No, damn it. Damn it to hell. No, wait. Laser's still occasionally firing. Also, the guns occasionally hit things. Okay, come on. Another 5 minutes. Another 5 minutes. I figured out... Oh dear. Bread. Oh, thank goodness that front laser turret is still working. This comet is having a bad day. How? Oh no, I need water. I have no water. Ah! I will die of the thirst. Alright. Bernie Sanders is happening, that's good. Aha, somebody is doing a barrel roll. Do a barrel roll, it's fun. That's what happens if you just scarf a slice of, like, bread with nothing on it. You get crumbs in your throat. And it's a crummy feeling. Badoomch. Whee. Whee. Right, I am literally gonna... Oh no! No! 4 minutes to go! Avalanche, hang in there! Wait, one of the comets is disintegrating. Aha! Excellent. This is what we like to see. This is what we like to see. Alright, there's, the comets are gonna have to drop the avalanche, below 70% health or something now. Rough guesstimate. Ah! Once again, don't put your weapons right into the middle of your craft. That is where they get hit the most. This is something I keep forgetting. Also, it is kind of cool how the comet falls to Earth. Like, you know, it just loses altitude and kind of, like, falls. I think that's neat. I think that's cool. Is it going to disintegrate, though, is the question. Whee! And zap, 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 zap. Okay, we're doing good, we're doing good. Another just over 3 minutes. Can you do it? Can you do it? Can you do it, Avalanche? Maybe I need to redeem the Avalanche a bit. Actually, no, it's the kind of thing that would require a complete rebuild, at which point you might as well just start over. Whee! Burn, 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 burn the comet to death. Avalanche versus comet. You would think the comet would win, because the comet is a giant icy space thing. But no, looks like the avalanche is winning. The power of planet Earth. Welcome to Earth. We've got ice too, lots of it. Rolls off the mountain at high speed. Okay then. Let's see, what is that main gun doing? That main gun's actually doing stuff. It's impressive. Well, not that impressive. It's missing a lot, but it would be impressive if it was impressive. If it was impressive, I would definitely be impressed. All right, never mind. Main gun's not doing that much. What else is happening? This is really quite a Team Comet is at 69%. Nice. And the laser keeps surprising me with how it's actually still doing things. What the hell? I think the second laser just fired as well. Failsafe finally gotten its head right? Wow, look at this thing. It's pretty cool to see a space bomber get taken down like this, I have to say. Very satisfying. Yes, it is firing again. What the hell happened? Did something get repaired, or did it just, I don't know, Failsafe decided to not be stupid? Down she goes! Wow, that thing just got shot with its own missile by the looks of it. There she goes indeed! Nice. Is she gonna land right on the avalanche? Because if she does... Is she? It can be hard to tell distance. She is gonna... That's gonna be rude. Oh my goodness, she's doing it. Well, I figured out, well... She is gonna do... Nope, she's gonna miss just barely. And the avalanche is just going to sideswipe her gently. Hell, that was pretty cool. Well, that's the first time I've seen a ship ram a space bomber. That was pretty sweet. I do have to say, that's pretty sweet. Alright then, only a minute and 20 seconds on the clock, and I think the avalanche has got this. I think she's got this. I'm so proud of her. I'm trying to see, like, did the avalanche fight the ice winds ever? No. No, they didn't. She couldn't have. No, she didn't. She's also the only thing that could probably fight yeah. She's actually doing it. She's taken on a mob of comets. It's almost like aiming straight up is a good idea. Where am I? Where am I? Why am I? There we go. Whew. Alright, so I think all the pieces of the avalanche are good. It's just the implementation that's bad. I do want to use lasers like this again, though. And I keep doing the thing. That looks cool. Have some lasery death. It's good for you. Ah! Yep, another 40 seconds left on the clock. I think the avalanche has got this. Whoop! Lag spike. Nice, 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 nice. I like it. I like it a lot, I do. Skinnamarink dinky dink, skinnamarink doo. I kill you because you're in space. There she goes. Comet burning. Comet burning, comet churning. That is cool, like how the comet, like, kind of, like, spirals out of the sky like that. That is neat. Complete accident, but that is how it happens. Whee! And that's it, that's time! Wow! The avalanche, ladies and people. Look at that! I just implied that ladies weren't people. Oh! Ladies and gentle thems and everyone else. The avalanche. She actually did the thing. Alright then, so that means that the comet has finally been eliminated for the tournament. No one shall miss her. And the avalanche goes on to fight the ice wind. So now it's the icicle versus the hailstone. And I'll just go get that set up quickly. Don't mind me. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. I definitely didn't pause the recording and go have a sandwich and make a cup of coffee. Don't be ridiculous. That would be crazy. Okay then, so we've got, how many? 7 hailstones versus 1 icicle. I don't know who's going to win this. Probably at least one of them. Hopefully it's not another bloody draw. Let's go. Let's see. Let's see. Tee-hee. Why are you being so... Okay, you're not actually that slow. Right, so the hailstones are getting... Well, this hailstone's getting lasered immediately. And what's going to happen here is a whole bunch of the... Alright, these are laser guided. Yep, I think the icicle's got this. I think the icicle has got this. Yep, icicle has got this. Being able to aim straight up is quite handy, as it turns out. And laser says... Hello? Hello, I am Laser. I am Laser. Destroyer of worlds. Oh, I thought bits were falling off this. Turns out, nope. It was missiles. It was missiles the whole time. Whee! And because the missiles do tend to hit from the rear. Oh, I forgot there were proxy fuses on these. Fascinating. Let's see. Bullet? Bullets. This could take a hot second. Because these things are evasive spacecraft, which is Literally the worst craft, according to some people. Not the worst as in they don't work, it's that they work too well. Ah, coffee's delicious. I mean, what? I didn't go make coffee. What are you talking about? Are you a crazy coffee person? Are you imagining coffee where there is no coffee? That's a crazy coffee person thing to do. You don't want to be a crazy coffee person. Wow, that is a lot of little laser beams. Oh, my eyeballs. My entire eyeballs. Oh no, these little bastards are repairing each other. No! Well, we've got something that is very missile-proof against something armed only with missiles. And they repair each other slowly but surely. Unless they get hit right in the engines, at which point that'll probably help kill them dead. What just lost a lot of health? One of them is at 94% health, is it? Which one is it? That one, I think. Yep, nope. It was a different one. I should have put little flags on these guys, being like, yeah, that's the one. That's the bunny. Okay, this fight's gonna take approximately 1,000,000 billion years, but so far the icicle is winning. Where are we? Why are we? Alright, this is gonna take quite some time. I might fast forward, or at least we'll fast forward until something interesting happens. Gonna happen any second now. Oh, that looked important. What was that? I'm seeing a lot of bits. That wasn't a collision, was it? No, that was a shell getting in where the hailstone presumably does not want a shell to be. There'll be shell to pay. That's what this. I nearly said squirrel action hero. Snail. I'm in a bad way when I get snails confused with squirrels. Well, there's about 30 seconds left on the clock for this fight, and I have to say, this one has been kind of boring. Although, wait a minute. Oh, what are the hell's... one of the hailstone despawned and I didn't even notice. Must have been a lucky hit. So lucky. So lucky, lucky, lucky. Anyway, 15 seconds to go. This is why space battles are boring. They're on the same... Any kind of fight where they're not roughly on the same horizontal plane is a little bit hard to watch, literally, because, like, these damn things are above the, well, they're above the action. But, yeah, the icicle definitely won that, thank goodness. So, yeah, Hailstone has finally been eliminated from Le Tournament. I really hope that, yeah, nope, okay, phone is buzzing. Alright, so the icicle goes on to bracket 5. How long have I been here? I've been here for years. I live here now. Okay, next is the Icewind versus the Avalanche, which I do not believe these guys have fought each other before. They wouldn't have. Nope, they would not have. Alright, let's see if thing with missile defense and lasers is against can handle a bomber swarm, eh? Let's see. Okay then, lucky number 13, Ice Winds versus 1 Avalanche. Let's go! This might be one of the few fights where, what killed the Icewind to start with? Something sent it to the losers bracket. I'm trying to remember what. The Icewind... Oh, the Icicle managed it. I remember now. Now let's see if the Avalanche can manage it. It may or may not manage it. Ooh, that might be slightly too many Ice Winds. Might be slightly too many. Yeah, no, the avalanche doesn't have the spinny decoy that the icicle does. Although all those missiles are hitting it from the side, which is where it's supposed to be hit. That was a big explosion. My goodness. Alright, suddenly, yeah, no, the avalanche is not in the lead. Avalanche is not in the lead. I was looking at the wrong bracket. Help. Yeah, the Icewind is weirdly missile-proof. Yep, see? Keeps twisting and turning. Has smoke on it. Tends to hit things from all directions. Alright then. There's no idea. Well, yeah, also the collision avoidance means that collision avoidance means that a lot of Icewinds are going to stray dangerously close. Like this one, for instance. Getting cooked. Getting barbecued. That is a nice conga line of, like, block confetti. My goodness. Well, so I'm trying to remember, like, what the, what does the thing do? Right, let's see here. If all the Icewind's missiles are coming from the same direction, that makes it easier for the Sea-Wiz to shoot down all the missiles, and it makes it easier for the missile interceptors to deal with them. It's when the avalanche gets surrounded that it's going to have a problem. So far, Avalanche is winning. So far, Avalanche is winning. Oh, this one is just going danger close, ain't it? Oh, Sea-Wiz bait. Sea-Wiz bait. Mind the Sea-Wiz bait. Wee, zap, 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 zap. Not gonna lie, it is kind of nice to see the Icewinds get humbled every so often, because they do tend to have their own way. Just because of, like, I don't know, I guess in campaigns you can... They're fast enough that they can pick and choose what fights they actually commit to for the most part. So it's rare that they run into something they can't handle simply because, well, they can outrun most things that can kill them. So, very nice. Very nice indeed. Oh, the Avalanche just got hit by something, though. Yep, it got hit with a big volley. And then... it's fine. Just a paint scratch. Walk it off, champ. Walk it off. Walk it off. Just purple the hell out of things. Alright, so health-wise, the Avalanche is still in the lead. Okay, then. This is kind of similar to what happened with the Comets. In that, this is kind of similar to what happened with the Comets, is that when they spread out and when they're all at different distances, it means the missiles, like, don't come all at once. Zap, zap, zap. Is there going to be zappies? Wow, it's actually going to sever that wing. It came damn close. I don't think those are burning lasers, actually. I think maybe when I made the Avalanche, like, the... whatchamacallit? The Bernie thingy-me-bob for lasers wasn't, like, you know, it wasn't added to the game yet. I think the Avalanche is going to do this. It's going to be a slow war of attrition with the lasers slowly burning, burning any Icewind that gets too close. I have a song in my heart and a plane on my laser. Plain to see this laser. This laser is plain. Plain amazing! This is a good point to mention that, like, a good time to mention, I guess, that I went to bed very late. It was my own damn fault. Video games, you know how it is. No one's ever done that before, and so, yeah, I've spent the entire day with a headache, and it's amazing I managed to do anything at all, really. I deserve a treat. I deserve a treat! Give me treats. I mean, you don't have to if you don't want to, I guess. It's hard to pass treats, like, over the internet, unless you mail them someone. Mail them someone? Mail them to someone. I really got to make laser towers like this again because I like making it. Yeah, it's gonna... Is it going to burn? Is it gonna burn? It is gonna burn stuff. It is gonna burn stuff. Yeah. Honestly, amazing that the ice winds can take that much laser fire. Look at that smooth trail of blocks. That's pretty cool. Well, look at the avalanche actually doing avalanchy things. I guess there's something to be said, like, you can use ships in front of the depths, just pull them back when the cramcraft show up. Oh wow, that thing's gonna get AI deaded. I think it has been AI deaded. No, it hasn't. Hold on. What the hell? Nope, it has. Or has it? Maybe it's breadboard we're taking out, I don't know. Yet looks like the avalanche hasn't taken significant damage for a while now. It is also melting the missile compartment of this one ice wind, so that's a problem for this ice wind. Big problem, I would say. Yeah, looks like the avalanche is doing very well. They're not coordinating their bombing runs. That is an issue. Oh well, if you're gonna lose horribly to a ship that never really made it into active service, the least you could do is look cool while doing it. Did anything explode? Nope. That's gonna be deaded like very quickly if nope, never mind. Oh wow, even the guns are getting. The guns are finally like relieved from Seaways duty for a hot second. Are any of these missiles getting through to the avalanche? I guess not. Nope, no they are not. Huh, I guess like making my stuff like overkill in terms of missile proofness is paying off against my own designs. Either make things missile proof or make them over rely on missile. It's a match made in hell. Oh, George at the jungle, George at the jungle. Watch out for that tree. That's not what he says. I don't know what fictional character goes. Probably the Thwomp from Mario, although that's more of a. I don't know. Should I just do Thwomp? Oh wow! Mayday! Mayday! Icewind down! Icewind is in the drink! 80% health and sinking. What happened to you? Ah, you probably got exploded slightly. Just, just slightly. A little bit of exploding. A little bit of exploding never hurt anybody, except for all the people it hurt. Yay, lasers do the laser thing. Lasers do the laser thing. Lasers do the laser thing. Laser, laser, laser. Laser, laser, laser. Yeah, those lasers. I think those lasers are actually supposed to be burst lasers. Because, like, I was frustrated with, like, how much damage they were doing, which was not enough. And so I just put a crap ton of storage in there, which explains sometimes they melt things to pieces, and other times they do not. You really gotta stop focusing on this fella right there. Like, he's dead. He's very, very dead. In fact, too damaged. Zap, zap, zap. Well, I'm impressed. Past me actually did make a passable thing. It just didn't do the things I wanted it to. Also, it was way too vulnerable to cram cannons, and that is unforgivable. Cram cannons are the weapon of all time, which means that if your ship is vulnerable to them, what are you doing? You need to go home and think about what you've done. Whee! Purple lasers, purple lasers. Purple lasers are a good purple. Is that a purple laser? I tried to make it blue, but I think I missed. I fired, I missed. I missed again. This is another one that looks like it could go the distance. Full 10 meter. 10 meter? 10 minute! I know the difference between distance and time. Although apparently metaphysically they're the same spectrum or something? I don't know. We're all moving in the time dimension. And time does not flow the same everywhere, which is really bonkers to think about, really. I mean, anyone who's like... We've all been there, like in school. Like, the best example is like the class just before lunch when you're at school. Time slows to an absolute crawl during that. Which class was that for you? For me it was music, which explains why I am not a particularly musical person to this day. It's not instrument. Like, I sing all the time, but singing's fun, and you don't need to be able to read music or play an instrument in order to do it. I mean, it helps. It probably definitely helps to, like, know the keys and chords and all that kind of jazz. Insufficient laserage happening. Must do better. Must do more! Yeah, the Avalanche hasn't taken, like, any damage, like, in a long time now. It's almost like the... Who's used the most resources? The Avalanche has, but, the Iceman's aren't that far behind, really. Whee! Oh, wow, you're hitting this, this Iceman on the top. Impressive. For the record, the Iceman does not do attack runs, it circles. It's just that collision avoidance does funky things with vehicle pathfinding. Whee! Oh yeah, the Lion Sleeps Tonight. Controversial song that. Originally, I mean, I don't know, the Awimbuwe part was originally written by, what was it? It was a South African man. Just improvised on the spot, and like, just by sheer chance, he made a record of it, and like, sold it for not much money to a record store, and then an American heard it and wrote The Lion Sleeps Tonight. And then eventually the actual writer's family got like compensation for it, but like, yeah, it's very different. Well, kind of similar. It says, like, it's not Awimbuwe, it's Imbuwe. So, Imbuwe, Imbuwe, Imbuwe. I'm not even sure, like, well, I don't know how that's going to link up with whatever music I put in here. Like, am I going to remember to edit to not put music there? You bet your ass I won't. I will forget completely. I'm a forgetful Freddy at the best of times. Alright, so there's 2.5 minutes of this madness to go. I don't know how... Ooh, two Icewinds are down. I just realized. I saw one of them disintegrate. But not the other one. It is nice to always try and have your ships be proof against your own air force. This guy has seen better days, I tell you what. But that's the thing about, like, you know, the Icewinds. They are weirdly durable. Like, they shouldn't be. But the wings effectively act as armor, and, like, it's weird. Very strange. It is very strange. Are any of them firing missiles anymore? Let's see that. I think maybe none of them are. Maybe all of them have had their missiles disabled. Nope, I'm seeing missiles getting fired still. Oh! The Avalanche took, like, 0.1% damage, and that is incredible! I'm incredibled by that. Can we make that a thing? So instead of saying I'm amazed, you say I'm incredible at that. So, and it's like, you know, amazing, amazed, incredible, incredibled. I'm incredibled. I mean, incredulous is something like that. I guess. I don't know, I'm not gonna Google that. You Google it. You have the internet. Like, you're watching this right now! If you're watching this without the internet, do let me know how, because I would love to stop paying for internet. Are you experiencing this with the power of your mind? That is a lovely conga line of blocks. Lovely, lovely. Zap, zap, zap. Zap, zap, zap. Zap, zap, zap. Zappity, 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 zap. That's what missiles... Not missiles, lasers. Damn it. Alright, once again... The failsafe has let us down tremendously. as I stand before you today, I can tell you that the failsafe on our laser turret has let us down completely. I am doing not an impression of former American President Barack Obama. I am doing an impression of Aaron Ego Raptor Hansen's impression of Barack Obama, former President of the United States. And I think that's quite enough of that. Alright, so 1 more minute to go. I don't think the Iceman's are gonna make it, but we can hang out here. You know, if nothing else, just like, there is a weird thing with this craft. The wings were there purely for, like, decoration and vibes. Do you see how much damage they've taken that could have gone straight through and, like, hit the rest of the craft? I think putting, like, vertical slices on your craft might actually be a good idea in terms of armoring. It does surprisingly well. How thick are those wings? They're just 1 meter thick. If they're flat enough, that makes sense. Kinda wanna try that. Laser go. Brrr. Wee, ice wind, ice wind. I almost said ice cream, but ice cream is different. Do not get ice cream confused for ice wind and vice versa. You will lick the bomber plane, and it don't taste good. At least I'm pretty sure it doesn't taste good. If it does taste good, let me know. I'm not going to try it, but you can try it. Incidentally, link down in the description and the, possibly in the comments, I will be posting links to the whole Pale Fleet, which I'm not updating anymore. It's had its time in the sun, and it didn't melt completely. Alright, so only a few seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Alright, so Avalanche won that. I'm impressed. I am impressed with the Avalanche in the losers bracket. She's doing well. She actually outlasted, like, mostly through luck, let's be honest. She outlasted Gary, which was the one thing that killed her. So now the Avalanche... Oh, this is awesome! I was hoping that this would happen. The Icicle versus the Avalanche. Groovy! Groovy, groovy, groovy. Okay then, this is a fight I was kinda hoping would happen. An Avalanche versus 6 Icicles. Fun fact, the Avalanche was originally meant to be a bigger, meaner version of the Icicle, and then I kind of fumbled it along the way. So let's see. A campaign practical craft in terms of cost and versatility versus a giant marshmallow trying to be a battlecruiser. Let's go! Let's see. So both of these craft invest very heavily into missile defense, and neither of them uses missiles, so there's a lot of sunken cost right there. And looking at the top there, looks like the Icicles probably have the advantage here because they do outnumber this thing. Except that this Icicle is losing a lot of blocks very quickly. And both of them kind of suck at dealing with, like, penetration. Funny. Alright, let's see what's happening. The Avalanche is, mildly copping it. Let's see what's happening here. Who let rip first with the missiles? Alright, so currently the Avalanche is getting shot to pieces from all sides. That's not good. It's also going to get shot in the back of the turrets if it's not careful. Hello, degraded mode, my old friend. I missed you too. Alright, the good news is that, well, at least for the Avalanche, it only needs to, like, kind of despawn. Well, this Icicle is, like, getting rocked right now. Also, I kind of forgot that, like, you know, the Icicle does, yes. The Icicle does tend to be quite materially efficient just because of the diff guns. The Alpha Strike is actually quite good. Let's see here. Avalanche is at 93% health and dropping quick. Meanwhile, the avalanches, not the icicles. Oh, damn it! I'm gonna get these. This naming scheme was a mistake. It's all vaguely snow related. All right then, what is happening over there? Let's see. Right, I'm trying to see what's the main gun doing. Is it doing anything useful? I could not tell you. Alright, so now the icicles have separated out. Avalanche is losing. It's going to be the microcrystal versus the icicle. If the icicle ends up winning this, I'm going to feel very validated because I do think it's genuinely a good craft. Genuinely good. Not perfect, but no craft is. Alright, let's see. No, not what I wanted to do. Frickin' damn it. Right then, laser not actually doing that much because, burst laser. Burst laser is bursty. And diff guns doing thing. That looked like it hurt a lot. Yeah, I don't think the Avalanche is winning this. So this is a showcasing of how a somewhat more material efficient design can beat something that's, at least in theory, bigger and stronger. Because for the cost of one Avalanche you can get 6 Icicles, which is actually more firepower in a package that's like dodges crams better. And if you lose one, that's fine. I do think as well, like, I did up armor various bits of the Avalanche. It has managed to, let's see, where's that one? There's one that's at 77% health. Where is it? Here it is. This guy got his socks rocked a little bit, but is hanging in there. And meanwhile, the Avalanche is like having all of its socks rocked. Lots of socks are being rocked right now. Lots of socks! 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 Why am I chanting lots of socks? What a strange thing to do. What a strange and unusual thing to do. Alrighty. Forgot what I was supposed to be talking there for a second. Alrighty. Who are you shooting at the most, sir? You are shooting at this fella over... Oh dear. Yep, barrels are snubbed. That's a problem. That's what happens when there's more guns available at once. This is also a surprisingly not laggy fight. I mean, 20 frames per second is not super good. Also, we're in degraded... No, we're not in degraded mode. What am I saying? What am I saying? No, we are in degraded mode, but I still see traces. What? Have any vital bits been hit? Also, this is not good armor, by the way. I built this when I didn't fully understand the concept behind beam slopes and stuff. I think those guys over there are just trying to avoid colliding with each other, and that's why they're keeping their distance. Because the icicle is supposed to close in, or is supposed to circle in, so to speak. Let's see, are any of these bullets hitting... Oh. Are they hitting the... There's no way they're hitting the projectile limit, right? That would be silly. Oh, they're aiming for the decoys. That explains a lot. This is why you gotta be careful. You pretty much only really want hit scan weapons to aim for hot blocks, because then this nonsense happens. The Avalanche is aiming for hot blocks, and the Icicle has a nice hot decoy on a spin block. Oopsie poopsie. Oopsie poopsie lemon whoops. I got distracted by phone! No! I got distracted by phone! I'm so sorry! What is happening over here? Oh, I got the icicle confused with the avalanche. I was like, what? What's happening over there? Why are you shooting each other? Turns out from a distance these two look quite similar. Awkward. Awkward. Mistaken identity. Mistaken. Right, this is a nice shippy... I think this is the first, like, thing this whole tournament where, like, two broadsiding ships have just gone head-to-head like this. Okay, then. Life is proceeding, and death is advancing. Hooray, hooray! Hooray, hooray, hooray! Hooray for bullets! Hooray for bullets! Hooray for cheese! Cheese is delicious on bread. Purple lasers. How are the lasers doing? Are they horribly broken yet? Nope. Ah, it turns out, like... I think this armor is holding up against, like, the small kinetic spam that the icicle likes to do. Still not lasting forever, though. Definitely not gonna last forever. La 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 la. Well, this fight's taken a damn long time. It looks like both sides are successfully damaging the hell out of each other, and are both kind of resistant to each other's main weaponry. I still think that the icicles are gonna win. But every time the avalanche just focuses down on an icicle, it's bloody, as you can see. So yeah, wow, like... Maybe the avalanche will catch up. It'll only take one or two of the icicles to despawn in order to, like, for the avalanche to win. So far, none of them have despawned. Whoopsie daisy. But it could happen any second now. That laser is slowly but surely burning away the flammable bits. As you do. Oh wow, we hit... Where are we? Where are we on the map? We're over here in the island section. I remember these islands. I tried to make a... What's that? Steel Strider's flame-throwing hydrofoil thing again? I was hoping one of those would run aground on those little islands. It didn't. Whoever made that, competent person. Oh, well, the armor's been stripped away. They're getting into the juicy bits. Yep, they are getting into the juicy bits. Ooh. Juicy, juicy. Yum, yum, yum. Well, there goes the entire superstructure. It fell off. It is now a... What's the opposite of super? Lame structure? Yep, very lame. Very lame indeed. Whoopsie, whoopsie. Yeah, the icicle's not winning this one. This is l'impressive. L'impressive. Oui, oui. I've been sitting in front of a computer the whole day. Why do I do this with my life? I mean, that's what most people do with their lives in this day and age, sad to say, so... C'est la vie. Such is life. Yep. Oh, this is a cool angle. Yep, this is the avalanche I've come to know very well. Just beaten the hell up and outmatched by other things because she's designed badly. Sorry to say. Honestly, I could remove the main turret and stick more lambs in there and it'll be a lot better, probably. Probably, I don't know. Maybe I should stick a big-ass cram cannon on it. Oh, they're closing in. She's going for the ram. What? Drop below 60% health. Oh, the icicles have, well, actually, they have plenty of time to... Oh, is the icicle gonna... Oh, wow. Oh, the diff guns have reloaded. That's how you know this fight's been going a long time. Uh-oh. Lads? Oh, you don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. You really don't want to do that. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Look at you being all cool. Doing a drive-by like that. That was pretty sweet. Mockery. And an excellent example of From the Depths craft actually managing to not collide for once. We don't appreciate those moments enough because they, frankly, they don't happen very often. Bernie lasers, Bernie lasers, Bernie lasers, Bernie lasers, Bernie lasers are fun. To the credit of the Avalanche, like, the bits that are still working, they're still firing. They're still going. Uh-oh. This might be collision time. Although I think the Avalanche just hit the reverse button. No, that was your only chance to win. No. Are you too damaged yet? Any second now. Yep, there she goes. Damn. Well, Icicle once again proving that she is a good ship. She is a good ship. We like her a lot. Alrighty then. I'm going to censor this horrible violence. Or let's watch her disintegrate. Biggest thing in this tournament by far, and a significant amount of her health is made up with turrets. There she goes. There she goes indeed. And as she disintegrates, let us update the spreadsheet. So, the final battle. The Avalanche has been eliminated, finally. The Icicle gets to face off against the Microcrystal. And that is amazing, and cool, and amazing. So I'm gonna go set that up. But after I watch this thing disintegrate, because it's funny. Because it makes me feel good. Because it looks cool. Reasons! I have them! 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. So, here we are. The final fight. The final battle of my Pale Fleet fighting itself. On the left, we have the Icicle Battlecruiser, one of the most campaign-tested craft I've ever built, frankly. And, honestly, just a good all-round generalist craft. It did lose, like... What did it lose against? It lost against the Comet. It lost against Space Cheese, which is what sent it down to the loser's bracket, but it's clawed its way all the way back up. And now versus something that never saw active service. A gimmicky experimental craft. The Microcrystal. Bane of Space Cheese. And now they fight. It is a 1v1. They're very close in cost. Actually, now that I think about it, well, here's the thing. The ratio of cost is like 1.27, which is close enough, and also a 1v1 is epic, so let's go. Oh, I'm excited. Oh, let's see what happened there. Alright, so, what do we got? Wow, we actually have a frame rate. That's impressive. Alright, so if the Microcrystal concentrates on the same spot, it's gonna be launch it. Wow. I forgot what it was like to have over 30 frames a second. Oh, the Icicle is copping it. Or not. Surface damage. Explosive and piercing. Oh, now the Microcrystal's copping it. Oh, wow. So, yeah, note to self, those alloy ducts, they kinda suck. This is a good fight. I like this fight. They're just circling and beating the hell out of each other. I think the shells are getting into the internal compartment there. I think the Icicle is winning. Every time those packs fire, though, like, whole chunks of Icicle fall off. Nice. Oh, I love this. Oh, I love this. This was like, you know... This tournament's had its ups and downs in terms of, like, actual matchups, but this I'm excited about. This I'm excited about. And if nothing else, I feel validated that the Icicle has come this far. Ah, yeah, that's getting right in there, isn't there? The Icicle's getting lucky that its weapons aren't getting targeted first. Also, yeah, bouncy airship. Bouncy airship goes bouncy bouncy. This is shockingly even. Both of these craft have, like... Were those engines bits? Those were engine bits. Uh-oh. Okay. I was about to say, the belt feeders might be reloading. They are not reloading. They are, what are they doing? Whoop! Looks like the particle kit. Yep, no, the microcrystal is losing. Ooh, is she losing? Oh, is she gonna lose? She is more expensive, but packs are kind of material inefficient in terms of damage. Why are you wiggling around so much? What is your problem? What are you even aiming for? So this is the downside. We've got a penetrator, the Icicle, versus a... Well, something that mainly relies on impact and HE. So yeah, this is interesting matchup that's happening here. Very interesting. The Icicle also has much better redundancy than the microcrystal. Yep, there goes a steam engine. That's a lot of fire. I do frickin' love this kind of pack, though. I know it's horribly inefficient, but I like it. Just you watch, I'm gonna make a whole silly pack battleship one of these days. Whee! Bullets? Bullets! Bullets go whee! I think this could go either way, honestly. If the microcrystal, like, aimed for a turret cap or something, that would be... Speaking of, is it aiming for any turret caps? Not really. Well, that's my problem then, is like, I love Explosive Pack for absolutely no reason. I'm fully aware how bad it is, but I do like it. And once again, APS is king. And AP Heat is king. Yep, it looks like the microcrystal is losing this one. Yep. Yep. This is about what I thought was going to happen. I never tested the microcrystal against the Icicle. Perhaps I should have. That was a sudden jump and... What was that? Just a lot of block confetti, I guess. Going right for the middle. Going everywhere but the actual guns, weirdly enough. Oh wow, the microcrystal just got dropped into the ocean. Well, now it's a boat. Now it is a boat versus boat fight. This thing is still going pretty fast, for something that's not supposed to be a boat. They're both below 90% health, and we're not even halfway through the fight yet. I really need to focus here and, like, see what's happening. Yeah, like, the microcrystal is really not... Well, it's not crit hunting. And the thing about the Icicle, it doesn't need engine power to fire its main weapons, apart from the laser, I guess. Yep, just surface damage. Yeah, no, this is why the microcrystal never saw active service. It's kind of bad against ships, anything with decent layers of armor. Meanwhile, the Icicle just kind of, like, shreds things. In a democratic and egalitarian fashion. That being said, if the microcrystal takes out all the engines on the Icicle, it can circle behind her. It is kind of neat, though, that this thing can, like, pull double duty as, like, a... What do you call it? Can it pull double duty as a boat just because it floats well? That seemed important. Oh my god, the secondary weapons got taken out. Wasn't expecting that. Took out the AI controlling the two Seawiz guns. Well, the two secondary guns. This could change everything. That appears to have changed everything. it's taken out the main gun as well. Oh my god, the microcrystal's gonna win. It has 4 minutes to get ahead in terms of health. My god. It's actually winning. It is actually winning. The microcrystal's gonna win this whole tournament. Which is to be expected, perhaps. Well then, I'm just happy the icicle made it this far. Really need to do another attempt at the microcrystal, I think. Similar premise, but just done better. You know? La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. Tra la 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 la. La 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 la. Hee 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 hee. Ha 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 ha. Is this thing gonna AI dead the icicle? I'm trying to remember where the AI compartment is for the icicle. I think the main one is... Yep, it's back. It is back there. Ah, diff guns have reloaded. That's how you know this fight's taken a while. Wow, this is going down to the wire. We have like one gun on the main turret still firing. And one diff gun against like a whole bunch of packs. Yeah, the microcrystal is about to even up the health. She's about to even up the health she is. Intriguing. Oh. She's almost evening up the health. Oh my goodness, this is gonna be... If this is a frickin' draw, then there's gonna have to be a rematch. And I don't want there to be a rematch, I want a good clean fight. These things are even roughly the same size. Well, not really. The microcrystal is a fair bit bigger. Whee! Yeah, that main gun really does not do much, honestly. And there goes the one diff gun that was still doing things. So now there's literally just two guns in the main turret of the icicle capable of inflicting damage. She's still in the health lead, though. Also, now the microcrystal is having trouble recharging the energy, which means her rate of fire would have slowed down. This is tense. There's only a few seconds left. There's only 20 seconds left. I'm scared. Oh, Lord. Wow, that's even health. It's literally even health right now. Literally. Even health. I think the microcrystal's gonna win. Is she gonna get one more volley? Nope! Oh my god, that was close. Wow. I kind of want to hand it to both of them. Like, that is like so close. The icicle is only 0.3% ahead in terms of health. Like, but you know, rules are rules. My rules are stupid, but I must be consistent. The icicle has won. Barely. That was epic as balls. That was worth the whole tournament just to see that. So, let's hop into the designer, spawn these two together, because honestly, the microcrystal, I might have been too hard on it. I might have really, honestly, really should have given it more of a go. Let's spawn in the icicle. Let's have a look at these two. Like, you know, just sportsmanship. Shake hands. It was a close one. It was, you know, it was a well fought. Well fought, everyone. Whoops. Wrong button. Wrong button. Everything turn off. Everything turn off. Oh, the microcrystal actually is a lot bigger than the icicle. Well, how about that? How about that indeed? What a tourney, what a fight. Me likey. Alright, the winner. There can only be one. But microcrystal, like, you know what? We salute you. And we're gonna go here. And we're gonna do this. The winner is the icicle. Whoops. It feels really good, actually, to, like, have the icicle win this whole tournament. Because, like, I feel I might have hyped her up a lot. But she really is just a versatile, handy thing to keep around. And her, like, successor and essentially palette swap, whatchamacallit? The Blind Guardian, which is currently sitting in the 2025 Godly Neater playthrough, is even better, because she's tougher and has had multiple improvements. Boom, boom. So there we see. Don't worry, the icicle basically has a long and storied career ahead of her, as is fitting for, like, probably one of the better campaign ships I've ever made. So, that was fun. That was great fun and awesome. Let's look over here. I do like to have these two next to each other. It's quite neat. So yeah. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Support me on Patreon and YouTube membership if you like. It really helps, and there's fun perks in it for you. Like at the lowest tier, access to a Patreon exclusive Discord, and various perks like second tier review ship, third tier build ship, and do art for you. Check me out on Twitch, please. Check out second channel, other video games there. I speak coherently. Okay, I need to stop now. I have been recording for literally hours. I need to do something else, anything else now. So, stop poking into frame. You're ruining the photo op. That's right, you very slowly bob your way over there. Anyway, I hope you all have a good one. Remember to feed your battle cruisers. They are very hungry. And I will see you next time in From the Depths. Farewell! The icicle never shows elation. She only shows quiet pride in the accomplishments that she makes.